Hello, in this video I would like to show you a difference in behavior on ProxySG 7.3.14.1 compared to 6.7 code in regards to serving the exception page and SSL interception on exception. So first of all, let's review our config very quickly. Under configuration, proxy services, I'm going to be hitting this proxy explicitly on the explicit HTTPS service. If we look at that service, I've got protocol detection enabled and I'm using a HTTP proxy. And I'm intercepting on 8080 and 80. The port I'm going to be using is 8080. If we look at the policy on this device, we've got the admin auth, we can skip that. Here we've got a layer with two rules, a web access layer. For this demo, I'm going to be blocking sp.analytics.yahoo.com with a force deny. That's the important bit here. It has to be either force deny or force exception. And I'm tracing that to trace.txt file. If anything other than this is allowed by this proxy. And of course, SSL interception is enabled on all of the traffic, and I've got it set to HTTPS. Okay, now when I visit this force deny site, so first of all let me run a packet capture so we can see this in action. I'm going to clear my filter here and start a packet capture. I'm going to hit the website that is force denied, and as you can see, I am not getting any exception page served by the proxy. The proxy has met all the requirements to do SSL interception on exception. However, that is not happening on this force deny site. If we now look at the packet capture, see how much we've got, should be plenty. So I stop and download this, I can go in downloads, and we're going to open this packet capture and have a look. And let's look for our requests, OSP. So here is the first one. We're going to follow this, and this is as far as the connection gets. So here is the connect tunnel. Of course, the proxy comes back with 200 OK, connection established, so the tunnel is open. Next step is the client hello. Here is the client hello. Go into spanalytics.yahoo.com. If you want to see it here, there is my client hello. And we never get server hello back from a proxy on this downstream connection to the client. Now, I didn't wait long enough to capture the end, but you can see there is, like keep alive being sent here from my Firefox, keep alive, and there's a delta here. So this is second 37. We still don't have anything, and the proxy keeps waiting, and eventually the client is going to time out. I mean, we know that when we look here. Right. How long that timeout takes, well, that's down to the particular, client, whether they use curl or OpenSSL or Firefox or Chrome. They could all potentially have different timeouts. Now, why is that? Why is there no server hello? So what we need to do is, let's see if we actually called the DNS here for our, yes we did. So here is the DNS request for the destination. Do we have the IP? Let's have a look at the endpoints, and in this case I need to unzip my filter to see. I know because I ran this before. This is the IP address that resolve to that particular domain. How do I know that? Well, this is my proxy. And there you go, there's the IP. 2.12.82.100.181. This is the guy, so we're going to apply this, select it, and this is what is happening. So the proxy is trying to send us in. Let's just follow one of these streams. As you can see, there are many. The proxy keeps trying, but there is no response, no reset, no SYNAC, nothing. The connection is timing out. So the proxy never sends the server hello back because it was never able to establish the connection with OCS. So eventually the client gives up and sends a FINAC. I didn't capture that FINAC in this speakup in that previous stream I was showing you because we didn't wait long enough for Firefox to actually time out. Now, so I'm just going to show you this very quickly. Here I have got my firewall where I am serving a reset through a deny on anything that's HTTP, port 80 or port 443 from my proxies in a lab. Now, I need to jump back into, here we go, Firefox. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a change now. On this proxy, the reason why we're getting timeout is because I have configured static root for that IP address. And I am sending it basically to another PC on my network, which is not going to do IP forwarding. It's not a router, right? So that's why it is timing out. Now, when I remove this static root, the proxy is then just going to follow the default gateway of my network in my lab. So let me do that. I'm going to go here to my routing table and I'm going to simply comment this entry out. We're going to go to get a new packet capture, start the packet capture, and I am going to hit a refresh here. And this time I got an exception page. Let me stop the packet capture, download the packet capture. We're going to look at the policy trace. Let's just do this, analytics.yahoo.com. I'm going to get lots of matches, so we need to start from bottom up here in our search. So there you go, there is my verdict. Either false deny, false exception was matched. Happen, of course, on the connect or on the tunnel because we can already match here on the connect host. And I got served 403 to the client by the proxy. We got no HTTP response code, of course, from the OCS because we didn't get as far as HTTP response code, right? And I think that's probably all we need to see here, other than, of course, here is the false deny rule that we matched on our layer. So what we do need to look at is the packet capture. Which one is it now? 43, top one. And in here, we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to, let's filter on HTTP. First of all, we're going to find the client connection, which is this one right here. And here you can see, well, after client hello, we get the server hello from a proxy. The proxy uses a self-signed cert, right? There's the self-signed cert for itself. This is the self-signed SSL interception cert, or basic constraints are set to CA, right? It is like emulated the entity certificate, and the entity certificate, of course, is this. So it's basically a chain of two certificates. The blue code SSL interception cert, the intermediate cert that is self-signed, and the emulated entity. And of course, after that, we've got another, exchange. So this is going to be the GET request from the client after the SSL interception is done, and this is going to be proxy serving the exception page, and that is encrypted. So here is my client hello, server hello with the certificate. Now I am happening to be decrypting everything on this host, so you can actually see this plain text. So here is the GET request that comes in, and here is the exception page served by the proxy. Now, why were we able to serve the exception page? And the difference here is the fact that we got a reset, so that connection was no longer timing out on the upstream. So if we do or IP, actually let's do this, it's going to be easier this way. If I go to endpoints and IPv4 and untick this, and I'm going to add this to my filter, quick fingers, it's not what I wanted. I want it here, or let me just quickly change the filter here to this. And I probably need to get rid of the bracket, but I don't think it should matter much. So there we go. Right, okay, so now let's put some nice color code in here so we can see both connections. Colorize TCP. So client is going to be pink, and our server, so it stands out, let's make it blue. So the difference here, of course, is that we got as far as client hello, so in both cases we got this far. In both cases the proxy after client hello sends the SYN. And the difference is that in this case we straight away get a reset from my firewall because we follow the default route. My firewall is denying it, and there's no timeout there on the upstream socket, so we can straight away, if you look at these deltas, it all happened within a second-ish. The proxy can then can complete the SSL handshake with the child and serve the exception page. Wireless, I think I still got the all packet capture open. If we do something similar here, let me find the stream again. I think we were on, it's not stream 8, it was stream 7, or tcp.stream equals 7. If you do the same here, and we colorize our client again to be pink, we colorize our upstream connection to be blue, there's the difference. So here we got as far as the client hello, SYN is sent, and we're timing out. We are retransmitting, and look how the delta between the packet grows. No exception is served. And that concludes the demo. Thank you.